all the hits.
Q100 at 99.7.
Well, dude, how are you, man?
Oh, man, I can't complain, man.
I can't wait to get into this kid, too, and talk about this, but it's busy time for you right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Justin, he's been all over the place, man. I actually haven't been able to be there with him everywhere he's been, but I either have been doing phone calls, or either we've been kind of grinding, working on his record right now. Just coming back from Los Angeles, California, and getting ready for the show. He had his first show.
Yeah.
And
in Kansas.
In Kansas City. Killed it.
You talk about how Justin is multi-talented. Is there any young talent that you have probably discouraged from getting in the music business because of it's not just about the music?
Probably my own children someday.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this music business can be very taxing on your relationships. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, I want to be supportive of whatever my children do, both of them, all of them. But I wouldn't recommend that this is the first thing you go after.
Mm-hmm. We had Jada,
especially for family.
Jada Pinkett Smith on last week, and she said that they were encouraging their kids to be in the industry, and we were all a little surprised.
They're from Hollywood,
by that.
though, man.
Is that different?
Yeah.
Is it different?
Hollywood is different, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially they have such talented kids. Have you seen their kids?
Yeah, they're great.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Actors. I mean, Usher's he's just a screamer right now. So if I seen potential, I would definitely encourage it. He's just like screaming and hollering.
If he's screaming on key, then
that's a really good point.
Like,
let's say someday he is singing in the house, and you're like, "What is that?" And you walk into the room, and you're like, "Oh no, this is too bad. He's got some talent here." Are you going to try to nourish that, or are you just going to say, "Oh, look, try something else"?
Well, kids, they basically pick up everything that you do. I find myself in the car riding and I'm, dancing or whatever. And I look back and he's doing the same thing. Those are the genuine moments of life. Mm-hmm. Children made my life a lot more meaningful.
Yeah.
Everything that I've done, obviously I've done to accumulate wealth, and also be great at what I did. But when you have children, it just changes your perspective of life. But more than anything, just singing around them, being me. Mm-hmm. They pick up little things. So if he sees me dancing, of course he's going to do that. One day he may all of a sudden just decide to become an artist. If he does, or if Naveed or Usher decide to become artists, I'll be supportive. But I wouldn't say this is what you have to do. This is what you should do.
Are you nervous about protecting them from press and media? Because even though this isn't Hollywood, it may be worse because it's Atlanta, so we don't have as much celebrity as like in LA. So when we have it,
that's one of the beautiful parts about being in Atlanta. You don't have to worry about the paparazzi, etc. All that as much. Have a sense of normalcy here.
Right.
And that's really what I want for my kids. I don't want them to be, forced to live a lifestyle that I built.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When I'm in LA, it's a different story. Every time I get off the plane, there they are.
Mm-hmm. Will you keep the kids away from LA for that reason?
I try to keep them away from cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep them away from the cameras.
Do you ever have to get into it with a paparazzi dude?
No. I mean, there's, I'm not that guy.
Well, I imagine you could be, though, if you got, a 2-year-old hanging out and somebody shoves a camera in their face and you're like, hey, it's my kid, back off. Like, that'd be enough rage for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even if you're not
But that's
that
what
guy.
they want you to do.
Yeah.
That's what the paparazzi want you to freak out.
I
right?
mean, it hadn't happened yet, put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it, do you think it's going to be tougher for you to find professional peace or personal peace?
I mean, I think I'll be good across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a calm guy, man. I don't really let too much upset me, man.
You always are smiling.
I got a lot to smile about.
You do have a lot to smile about.
Have you seen my kids, man?
I haven't. You keep them very well hidden. I haven't.
And even if he had, he's not going to admit it now. He's like, no pictures, nothing.
No, I know what you mean.
Nah, man, we have a good time, man. Here in Atlanta, we go to Kangazoon. We do all kind of stuff here, man. Have a good time.
At the end of the day, I've got 2 kids also, and at the end of the day, when there's all this stuff going around, it's always blown up more for you than it is going to be for somebody like me. But at the end of the day, when you open up the door and you got 2 kids there, everything, it stops at the door.
Absolutely.
It does.
Yeah, man, when they throw those arms up at you and they're like, Daddy, no matter what's been going on in your life, they look at you and they just give you just such hope. You're like, man, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident that you guys will be able to co-parent despite your differences with your 2 kids?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's some families that can't do it.
Huh?
There's some families that can't do it. Like I look at my parents couldn't do it, and my wife's parents could do it when they got divorced.
Yeah.
Pause.
You just smiling.
There's that smile Bill was talking about. He's got the smile on.
That's
We
the
got
Bert
too much
smile.
history. We got too much history.
I'm curious if you are confident in love and romance, and if you think you might ever get married again.
Well, hey man, you got to wait around and see.
Okay.
Here's the
So you're not
smile.
closing the door on it. Forget.
Oh, we have to wait around and see. Wait around and see.
Now you're asking him questions that would have been tough for you to answer
Of course.
after your
No, I
divorce.
know.
Also,
I've been through it. It's impossible to say the right thing at this time. So, but I
And
think you're
plus-
such a romantic, and your songs are romantic, and your music is romantic. You got to give your
Are
fans
you
hope.
proposing?
Absolutely.
Usher, will you marry me?
Justin's like, hey, maybe I'll just go back to high school.
no, Justin, we do need to focus on you, man.
What's going on here?
It's like, do I?
Yeah, you're here. You're definitely here. So let me play a couple of commercials here, and when we come back, we want Usher to do the official introduction to Atlanta
Awesome.
to
No
Justin
doubt.
here, because this kid is going to blow up. He's already blown up on the internet. When Scooter was telling me that this kid has 9 million hits,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, dude, you got the numbers wrong, or you somehow, some way have figured out a way to jack with YouTube.
I have 38 million views
Sorry,
on
bro.
YouTube.
Sorry.
Get it.
So we're going to introduce you to Justin, who has one video that does have like 10 million. He's got another one that has 4 million. Everything this kid does that he puts up on the internet doesn't get anything less than 500,000
Look at
hits.
that.
So Usher knew it, and he's like, this kid's got talent. So
Well, we
he's,
have his fans to thank for that, you know.
Yeah.
some
And
of
the
them are pretty
subscribers.
already.
Thank you guys so much for investing. These are the days that you're gonna that make him who he is. And we're very, very appreciative. There were actually 30 young ladies downstairs. Excited to see him. All of you
Like
guys down
waiting.
there listening, thank you for showing up.
All right, we're going to play some Justin
That's
Bieber
dedication.
for you. We're going to find out where he's from, how Usher found him, and
Yeah.
there's another A-list celebrity that
Yeah,
saw
man.
what Usher saw, and Usher said, oh, no, you keep your hands off that kid. This one's mine.
Really?
Yeah, we'll tell you who it is next, Q100.
The Burt Show. Q100.
At 99.7.